Hey guys, it's Hannah and this is Bookworms Talk, and today I'm going to film my November random favorites plus my November poetry favorites, and that will be at the end for those of you who are not interested in the poetry favorites. For those of you who are, you can stick around until the end. But I'm doing Vlogmas this year. Yeah, this next month. It's December now because I'm late filming this, and so I have a lot of videos to film, so I'm going to try to combine these this month, and probably December's as well. Maybe. We'll have to see. But for right now, this one. So first I'm going to start off with my favorite book, rewind. So I'm first going to start off with my book favorites for the month. What is my book favorite of the month? Oh my god. Did I read anything this month? And that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I think that's how you say her name, right? I just started this about halfway through, so it's not like a complete thing read yet. I don't think I'm going to continue in the series. I think I'm just going to read this one and then read detailed synopses for the rest of the series, just because they're so big and there's so many of them. This could just be made into a really bad porn joke. I can feel it happening. List your bad porn jokes in the comments. This will be fun, right? That's pretty much all I've been reading this month. I picked up Tatiana Alexander by Paulina Simons, and I don't know, I haven't read much this month. It's been the month of finals, and so not a lot of reading happened. But next random favorite. The Sea Booth Walnut Shell Body Scrub and Cleanser. I got this from Ulta, and it smells like walnuts. It's true to it. Oh my god. It kind of smells like the chocolate bar, which is a candy shop kind of place around here, which you would think smells a lot like chocolate, but I think it actually smells more like walnuts. So this is about the consistency of it. It has little dark granular beads in it, and it's really exfoliating, you know, as it should be. I would say, if exfoliators had like a scale of, you know, low, medium, high exfoliator, I would say this is like a medium high, not quite high, but medium high. Now this is something I mentioned in my last month's favorite, and it is still my favorite, and normally I would just not add it in multiple favorites videos, but I want to add a little something to it. So this is the Mario Badescu Glycolic Acid Toner. I'm almost finished with this. I need to pick up a new one. My skin has not been this good in so long. If it weren't for like my scarring and everything, I wouldn't feel the need to wear makeup, and I say it's this. I really think it is this. What it does is it kind of like strips the nasty dead skin and everything off, and you put it on a cotton pad, you scrub your face with it. It doesn't burn like a lot of toners I find burn, and it says it refreshes, exfoliates, and helps soften the look of fine lines and wrinkles with our alcohol-free glycolic acid toner, and it has aloe vera in it as well. And I've really been sticking to this for the past few months, along with my next favorite that I'm going to show you, and I really think that a combination of those two things have been what has cleared my skin up so significantly, so I could not recommend this enough. So this is what I'm talking about, the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash, the Pink Grapefruit Facial Cleanser. I've tried Neutrogena stuff before. I'm not really a huge fan of Neutrogena, but I thought I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. The grapefruit scent, it doesn't bother me too much, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. Anyway, I tried it. It's the only face wash I have been using this month in conjunction with the toner, and my skin has been really clear, so I don't know whether it's just this or the combination of the two. I know that for sure the glycolic acid has been helping immensely, so all the awards to that, and I'll let you know next month if I continue using this in my regimen. Now I'm going to talk about my Netflix favorites of the month. I've been watching a lot of TV because I study and watch TV at the same time. It's how I do things. I've been into crime movies this month, so I watched Seven. That's with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. I almost forgot his name. Yes, Morgan Freeman, Mackenzie, your favorite man.
I wish Morgan Freeman narrated my life.
So yeah, I watched Seven, and that's like, it's probably one of my favorite crime movies. I'm really into those. I have been for most of my life. And then, what else did I watch? Oh, I tried watching, this is a weird one that I'm going to talk about that I'm not really sure I should consider a favorite, but just something that if you're into this kind of thing, I think you would really like, because, I don't know, let me just explain it. It's borderline silent film. There is little to no dialogue, but what dialogue there is beautiful, and it makes me wish that there was more dialogue. And it is Upstream Color. The director, and I believe he's also the writer for it, his name is Shane Carruth. It is, I'm literally just going to read a description here. Oh, I can't read far. A man and woman struggle to reassemble their wrecked lives after being abducted and hypnotized with material harvested from a flower. The beginning is super interesting. It starts off with like these two little boys, and they get this worm who is from this this blue flower of some kind. And they put it in like a little strainer thing, and they pour liquid over it and whatnot. So anyway, like they got like the blue flower juices out of it or whatever, and then they drink it, and it doesn't explain really what happens, but then it shows a man kidnapping a woman and doing the same thing. And anyway, then he manipulates her into like doing anything he wants for him. She takes out all these loans and gives him all her money, and she just does it without question, and he can tell her what to do and she honestly believes it. And there's this one insanely beautiful quote from it, which is kind of why I was more tempted to say it in my favorites, despite that I didn't even finish it. I gave it 2 stars, but there's something about it. I think I'm going to finish watching it because it really has stuck with me. So when he's manipulated her and she's like drugged up, like it's a hypnotic drug, he says to her, "I have to apologize. I was born with a disfigurement where my head is made of the same material as the sun. It makes it impossible for you to look directly at me. It has always been this way." And while that is so beautiful and the way that it was delivered was so beautiful, the cinematography of this, and this is what gets me, and I think it's my favorite scene in what I did see of the movie. So the woman is right here and the camera's focusing on her this way, so it's focused on her profile, and in the background you see where he was or is, and then it's just like this light bulb of his head. And it's not like the typical light bulb, it's just like his face is shining like this, and it's not focused on it, it's focused on her and how she has to look away because she can't look directly at him. It's just this really insanely beautiful scene. And if you think you can get through it, it's an indie movie, obviously, and it's borderline silent film, and I was confused probably 80% of the movie, but I was still intrigued enough to keep watching like the majority of it. And what else have I watched? I'm still watching Twin Peaks. I don't know if I ever mentioned that in one of my favorites videos, just because I feel like the first 6 episodes were the only good ones, but I just kept watching because I can't stop watching. And then I've been watching The Property Brothers because I love them. I love that show. It's awesome. A TV show that I have been currently watching is, I don't think I've ever mentioned American Horror Story Freak Show, which I'm actually not loving this season because Twisty just wanted to make the kids happy. I love Twisty. He was my favorite. I like Dandy a little bit, which is weird. And he had this really awesome quote about a desert and scorpions, and that was great. I think that was a few weeks ago. But a new TV favorite that I'm watching is Constantine. I loved the movie Constantine, and I actually didn't know that it was a comic book. And there's a TV show, I believe it's on ABC or Fox, I want to say, that picked up the show, and it's more true to the comic book. And it is kind of Monster of the Week type of feel, where it's like new thing every week and whatnot. And the pilot episode is so different from what the rest of the show is. So if you're not digging the pilot, I recommend trying to watch the second episode, because they just like hacked off a couple characters and it's a totally different direction now. I do like it. I find it very funny. And yeah, it's just like one of those Buffy-esque type of feels to it. So I think I'm trying to get Corey to watch it. I think he would like it. Oh, music, that's what I'm supposed to say. I've been boring. I've just basically been listening to the same stuff. And then, oh, there's this new band that someone recommended to me. It starts with an E. I've been listening to them and I can't think of their name. And I want to keep calling it Eclipse, which is like my facial cleanser name. I can't think of what they're called. Echo? Is that what it is? Echo? I'll put the name up here. But I've been listening to that. What else have I been doing? Just basically the Airborne Toxic event, a lot of Langhorne Slam and the Law, which you guys hear me talk about all the time. So I think that's about it for just my random favorites, and I'm going to jump into my poetry favorites of the section. Why the section? I don't know, because. And I have a couple that I really, really like, enough to add to my wall, which has been blank for a while, so, you know, props for that. This is from someone who I've met and kind of know. I like to say I know. I've spoken to him many times. But this is from Amir Asafi, which is a poet. I think he is... Was he based out of Austin at first? He's here anyway, and he's at the WAN Poetry Nights at Avant Garden in Houston. If you're from Houston, go to them. They're amazing. They're at, let me see, they're at 7:30 p.m. at Avant Garden, and it's called Right About Now. They have a YouTube channel also, which I'll have linked down there in the description. Anyway, to get to the quote now, it goes, "I still have calluses on my hands. I still have a hard time letting things go." It sounds so simple, and I don't know, maybe it's the way that Amir really delivers it, but oh, I remember when he slammed that. I think I was there that night, and oh, it is so beautiful. I love it. And yeah, so it's just one of my favorites. I could just read it from the wall, why not, right? "My heart was a hysterical, unreliable organ." That is from Vladimir Nabokov, from Lolita, I believe. And then this one I think is just my favorite all around quote of the month, and it's from like unknown. I have no idea who said it. "I feel like a part of my soul has loved you since the beginning of everything. Maybe we're from the same star." The "maybe we're from the same star" is the part that I love so much about that. Oh, this is another really awesome thing that reminds me of the stars quote. "I have this weird theory that some people are drawn to each other because their atoms were near each other when the universe was created. And over time, the same atoms keep coming back together." It's like scientifically explaining soulmates to me. That's what it means. Ugh, I love it to no end. I think most of my spare time went into watching the news and hating everyone pretty much, which also brings me, I watched House a lot because I felt like I hated everyone this entire month because I have zero to no faith in society anymore. I'm gonna move to Antarctica or something. I think that is all for my favorites though. It was a lot of rambly jumbliness, and oh, if you haven't noticed, I did get my new editing system, or my old editing system, back up and running. So yay, right in time for Vlogmas. Oh, and speaking of Vlogmas, you should go and check out right here my vlog channel. We're doing daily vlogs. If you don't know what Vlogmas is, you vlog every day and, you know, till December. Vlogmas, yeah, you get it, okay. So yeah, you should definitely go and check that out. We're doing lots of fun little activities. I think I'm going to try to film putting up my trees soon, and we're gonna make tie-dye shirts and fun stuff. So yeah, you should go and check all of that out over there, and my social media is down here. Okay, see you guys later next time on Bookworms Talk. Bye! So first I'm going to start off with my favorite, book favorite, not favorite book. And that is Outlander by And that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Gabaldon. Jesus, her name. I'm Skyping with Mackenzie and she can hear me do this. What are your bad porn jokes, Mackenzie?
I don't have any. I don't have the same dirty mind as you do.
I'm special. And I have been using a lot of things, and what else have I been doing with my life?